Hello everyone, this is the Good Captain. Welcome to another video in my LP of campaign series, West Front. This is Operation Sealion, the linked campaign game in West Front, and this is the... Oh, is this the 7th mission now? Little pause. Yeah, this is the 7th mission in that linked campaign game titled Breaking the Line at River Medway. So I'm going to go ahead and read the historical and then we'll do the scenario analysis. D+3, Maidstone, 43 kilometers west of Canterbury. After clearing most of the area south of River Medway, High Command wants to establish a bridgehead at one or all of the three bridges north of West Farley and East Farley in order to encircle Maidstone. Your battalion, supported by elements of the 18th Panzer and the 2nd Para Battalion, is en route to assist. Heavy artillery and some air support will be available for your breakthrough. So pretty simple stuff. I mean, at least the orders are not extensive. Get across the river. So we'll just go by the numbers here. The next thing I like to do is look at the map elevation, or look at the map and then focus first on the elevation. So we notice that we start at a level 3 back here, gradiating down 3 levels really, to a 2, a 1, and a 0, where the river is that leads into Maidstone. Okay, back up to a 1, a 2, and finally a 3 again on the opposite side. Not saying that we're going to get up to level 3, I think that's for the next scenario. Pending a victory here. But we're just taking a look at the terrain. The significant terrain takeaway in regards to this map here, elevation-wise, is that we are starting from one high ground, going down to a low open-ish area, and then back up another side after crossing this river. So there are some pretty clear attendant risks in doing this, which we'll get into momentarily. Next is the objectives. So there are 6, but we actually start out with 1. One of them's loose from the last scenario. And victory is 675 points, which I think was the exact same from the last scenario, so we're familiar with that. And there's 400 more points on top of the 100 that we have on the table. So if we captured all the objectives, we'd have 500 points and very easily have that 175 in casualty victory points to make up a major. In other words, I'm very confident if we captured all the objectives that we would have the major. Now I've studied the map, and this is a little bit interesting, that the 3 of the 5 that are in British hands can be fit into one screen here. Okay, we have East Farley for 50 points. East Barming for 100 points. There's a bunker in that little town there. And then just this village southeast of the asylum for another 100 points. So and I could fit the entire battle area here into one screen. So this to me seems to be the most, it's the center of our line, frankly. The other 2 objectives are much further, especially in regards to this other 100-point objective, Teston, very at the far end of the line with trenches and fortified positions everywhere. This looks much less entrenched and much more valuable. The other thing to notice here is that there, remember in the historical, it said that, capture one or all of the three crossing points. Well, two of them are right here. The other one is way over here. Okay. Again, and then the nature of the terrain itself down at this level is more obvious. We have a, a double crest here that moves away from the objectives. In other words, it's angled away. It's not angled in. If it was angled southeast as opposed to northeast, I would be a little more tepid of the strategy I'm about to endorse. But if we, over here, we have it's sort of an enveloping flank. If we push up right along the West Farley axis, whatever's up here has much better shots into us as we do our business down here. So all of this to say that at the outset here, my axis of advance is going to be to press the center straight across. I'm not going to be pressing the left, even though my units are staged up to move. I'm not going to be doing that. I'll get more into what we are actually going to do when it comes down to what is the plan. But next we move into support. Air units. What air units do we have available? Not as much as last time. We have 2 Ju-87s and 1 HS-123A. Okay. Artillery units available. We have 3 now 150mm guns, which is lovely. And many, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 75mm mountain guns, along with the old reliable and very crucial mortars, being the only unit other than engineers that can lay smoke, which we have 8 of, by the way. Nice healthy number there. And I have a feeling we're going to have more need for smoke, or more pressing need for smoke in this scenario than we did in the last one, given all this open ground that we have to cross to get to the river that we also need to cross. So it is good defensive terrain. This is a good, and they're fortified too, so this is not a joke. Okay, so on to victory. What is the actual plan? Well, as I alluded to earlier, I'm going to be pressing the center and focusing. Really, if it takes all 20 of my turns, then it takes all 20 of my turns, but I want to, as safely as possible, attain these 3 victory locations for 250 to add to the 100 for 350. 350, just purely in objective points alone, gets me to a draw. That means I'd only need 100 victory points, which I'm sure I'll get just taking these objectives to get the minor. And then at that point, with our units across, having breached the line essentially, and sitting on a comfortable minor victory, we can then decide with the amount of turns that we have left whether to wheel west and try to capture West Farley and or Teston. My inclination is, if we go for the major victory, it's to leave Teston alone and to capture West Farley and inflict damage on more British units. But we'll see. Okay. One thing I forgot to mention in my analysis of the support, is very crucial in this scenario, is attached units. So we have two fresh, or not fresh, but 2 parachute companies attached to me that are over here, out of position, but at least they're on the way. We got 3 more 75mm mountain guns with these 20mm AAs protecting them, as well as loose. And it seems that all the tanks that we've used in the previous scenarios have sort of come together here. We have our Panzer IV-D platoons, 3 of them. Okay, we have a Stug platoon over here, just 1 of them. We have Panzer IIIFs, a company of those spread out, but they're here. We have the anti-aircraft half-tracks, 2 of those. We have 88mm guns, big 88s, 2 of those. And we have the armored cars that we've had from the previous scenario. So it's all the threads have sort of come together here. And on top of that, we've got our motorcycle company, motorcycle platoons company, and we have these very cool units. These are motorized 35 rifle platoons. Okay, these are pretty cool. And I've drawn up some new cards, sort of standardized. Here they are, all my ground troops for this scenario. So notice this motorized 35. These are the most powerful troop platoon, if you want to call them that I have on the battlefield, other than the machine guns themselves, of course. But in terms of rifle platoons, these are stronger than the parachute 40s or motorcycle 30s, which are essentially the same thing in terms of firepower. So, and those guys are motorcycle company and the motorized 35 company are in place and ready to execute my plan. Okay, now to the gritty details, and then we'll start pushing pieces. The details are this. I remember in the last battle, I used this. I used armored units only, really, to seize the last objective in the Gallant Farm, and on the heels of that seemingly good strategy, I'm going to place armor units in various positions along the crest line here for no other reason to truly scout out this opposite side. Actually, I might even put them down in the valley, depending on which hexes are the best ones to use. 1, to bait shots from, British armor units. And I believe I identified this as a Cruiser 13. But I'll get that dialed in before we start. And then 1 for spotting, 2 to draw fire safely, because because I'm going to be moving in. Well, we'll be using the armor units supported by these big 88s and these mountain guns here, these 2 at the very least. I'm going to set them all up on the crest line and shoot at everything I can across the way for the first 2 or 3 turns, and clear these armor units, clear any guns I can, and then around turn 4 or 5, I will move across these motorcycle company, motorized 35 company, and whatever else that isn't my core units. They will be in the van and press across. But again, there's sort of a high-level suppression operation that will take place prior to any mass movement of troops that are having a go at the other side. So let me take a little pause, and then we'll start pushing pieces around the map. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, we are ready to begin, I think. And the first thing we want to do is I'm going to move back to front. So let's clear the road here by pulling a parachute 40 platoon back on space. This machine gun platoon back 1 space. Okay, now this should be, oh, nope. Let's pull you back 1 space. Alright, so now the road should be fully opened. And we may get shot at while we move here, but that's sort of the job. Let's see. Is it easier to jump the hedge for 720 or take to unpaved for 20? That doesn't matter. Same with these stugs. Just leave them there for right now. We might move them closer. Now these 3 Fs. Okay. Let's leave you here. Okay, let's bring over the armored cars. Again, we're just staging. Okay, armor leader. Right, we... Huh. Not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 10. Not worried about that 20 millimeter. Actually, I'm glad that happened. 1, because we took no casualties, but 2, oh, we really pinned out a number of guns here. So we'll definitely give them some love via artillery. We definitely want to move these headquarters units too to support. Okay, anyway. Let's keep moving this guy. Okay. So, another armored car here. Just move him here. This one goes there as well. Okay, over here, jump him out onto the road. Stand by. Alright. This is kind of weird. I was looking at this, like, who can see these 2 British troops, right? Who can see these 2 British armored vehicles? Well, these are easy to answer for. The 2 armored vehicles are spotted by these motorcycle platoons, but these 2 British troops, the only thing I can find is this empty motorcycle. Okay. They're only worth 1 VP, but I don't really want to give the enemy anything. And I'm afraid that if we don't move them, that they might get shelled and taken. So I'm also curious to see if this draws any fire. So we're going to use this motorcycle platoon, move back and up. We're not going to load up right now, though. We'll load up next turn and move them back a space. But interesting that that didn't draw any 40 millimeter fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah, okay, it's going to be out of range of at least this fortified area. Any 40 millimeter would be out of range there. Okay. Now it's time to begin sort of moving those armored units into position. I'm going to check the thickness of the armor. I don't know the rules well about how it works, but at least I can look here and see max armor, 30 millimeter. What do you bet this is the same? No, max armor 50 millimeter. Okay, Stug 3B is a tougher nut. However, oh, its VPs are 3, same as a Panzer 3F. So the only thing is this is a little more rare and a much better tank overall. So, or self-propelled gun technically. Let's lead off with the, oh no, I see, yeah, we're gonna move the Stug 3Bs in first. Can't see where it's coming from. We'll move again here. And then lastly here, which is also fortified. Nice. So just one shot from an anti-tank gun. I think it was here. Did we uncover that in the last scenario? 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's only shooting once. It makes me think it's that AA gun that shot once back on the Road to Maidstone scenario, but not sure. Okay, let's bring you up. The other thing I want to do right now is load up. Yeah, we're gonna place one of these 88s right here, so that we can move and drop next turn. And we'll place the other one right here. Hmm, 18 for an orchard. It's a little rough. Which is 2. How much is 16? Save 2 SP if, well, nah, that's not the point though. Okay. Then the mountain guns will pack up as well. And yeah, you can be very careful here. Both here. So these 4 guns will deploy along the crest line next turn after our armored units do preliminary scouting and reconnaissance by fire work. Okay. And I'm thinking one will go here, one will go here, one will go here, and one will go here. Which means I want my armor units to be as far away from those points as possible, because I don't want to get bombed along these points, obviously, but we very well could be bombed. Okay, let's just move one Might be smart to just move. Get the heck out. Let's see, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, perfect. It's kind of, you're sort of in a unique position. Let's move you forward 1 space. Let's move the motorcycle platoon first, just to clear the little village of Deem Street. Ooh. And we got a gun. 1, 2, 7. Range 9, not too bad. Engineers. Very good. Look at all these units. Lord. That's good. Well, this is a nice little opportunity here. We can hit this HQ. And draw more of this 40mm fire, and I don't think I have the 40mm card up, so a little pause while I get that up. Yo, I'm back. Yeah, so I've got one of my British cards up here, or at least 2 units, 2 important units are on here that are British. This 40mm AA gun, which is hitting me at, or hex range of 9, is hitting me at 6, whereas the engineers are hitting me at 7. These are not great shots to absorb, but these aren't terrible either, so we can't really move anywhere. And I don't really want to, even if I could by double timing. I want to shoot this HQ. Nice hit. That's how you get 12 points. Just by 1 SP loss there. I'm very tempted to move adjacent and hit this again and try to get away with a hit and run. Let's see how much it costs. That cost me 23. So I know there was an orchard that was 16, and then 7. Not sure where that 7 came from, but the orchard cost 16. The only other payment was a hedge that would be 7. But I don't know if those trenches affect movement, so if anyone wants to riddle me that, that'd be great. Otherwise, I'm going to shoot this headquarters. So, yeah, we're not going to be able to hit him again safely. With this engineer here, we don't want to put these Panzer IVs at risk. We will move back 1 space. Actually, you're not necessary here. Let's get you. Oh. Right, that's okay. Let's get you leader. Okay. Okay. Okay, next we're going to move up more armored units and solidify this reconnaissance. I don't think I'm going to put what can be seen here. It can't be seen here or here. I guess chunks of this flank over here. Yeah, it'd be nice to shell down these 40mm, so I'm gonna go ahead and move you here. But you guys, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's position at least one Panzer IV to shell that 40 millimeter that we just spotted next turn. Hopefully I'll put these armored cars over there to do that work as well. I know they're not the best, but okay. Okay, the next important thing is to find out where our HQs are that supply these armored units. There's the armored cars. And get them centered here, at least. I think we can come up over. Yeah, just really keep everybody. Yeah, this looks like a good spot for you. Okay. Stug. Oh, an HQ just for a stug. Okay. Get you just as close as we can. We know the stugs like to go low on supply. Very nice. Very, very nice. You will stay right there. Okay, these other armored units. Let's move you around here. You're not blocking any road junctions. Yeah, this is the booster HQ. It's nice to have these guys on board in case the battalion doesn't quite do its job. AA guns can probably move towards the crest as well. This plateau area isn't really one that needs anti-aircraft fire protection. I kind of like this spot. Yeah, just in case. Here. It was kind of a stupid move. I could have been shot at here. Oh, no, that's right, the 40 millimeter, it's out of range. This is hex range 11 for him. And the cruisers only shoot 3 hexes. And these are Mark 6s, which are terrible, so. Okay, we're coming to the end of our armored moves and our supporting unit moves. These are empty trucks. I really want to pack these up. Yeah, so what we're going to do is take 2 of these borrowed transports as they represent, and move them to a position where 2 of my platoons, just like in the last scenario, used to protect that objective. We can relieve those mountain guns from doing that job. Get the mortars up. Need the smoke. Their ability to smoke, I should say. Okay, this pair of 40 platoon. Well, first let's get you here. Here. Take another one of these and move you here. Okay. So those 2 platoons will come back here and protect this objective. Yeah. These guys will double time. Yeah, it's going to take a while for them to become relevant. We'll just move along the board edge and wheel north just as soon as we're centered. So there'll be late coming threat to the enemy. And the reason we're not having these units protect that objective is because they're not my units. These units are best off taking hits and being in the lead when you're in a campaign game like this, at least. Okay. Okay. Now we'll pack these guys up and start moving them. Again, just the safest way is along the board edge. I don't want to risk going around, so... We'll leave these AA guns in place. Yeah, we'll leave the AA guns in place. Okay, now I'm going to take a little pause and figure out how I'm going to orient the troops. I know more or less what I want to do over here, but on the flank, not so sure, so be right back. Alright, yeah, I'm going to leave one parachute 40 platoon here for a turn, but the rest are going to start moving off back towards the center. Yeah, so we'll just start with you. And no rush. I'm not gonna double time. Just take a nice leisurely move back to the center of the line. A little worried about you. So that. Same with you. And you. This guy will delay a turn. You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a 5 strength attack with fortification. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's an 8 strength attack, but he's shooting at a fortified up elevation. Pretty much do the job we wanted him to, too. Alright, I'm going to take a risk and move. I'll move one unit in here. Not worried so much about that. That's a 5 strength attack. Shooting at a fortified orchard hex. It's more this one. This is an 8 strength attack. Shooting at an up elevated fortified orchard hex. But I'm hoping that balances it out. And in this way, we can soak all the fire from both of these units, ideally, plus maintain observation on the opposite side. Okay. HQ. Let's move him up a little. Okay. All right. That's good enough, honestly, for my... I don't need to move these guys. This engineer platoon. Just for giggles, we'll remove this minefield. Motorized troops. Let's maneuver into position. Yeah, here. Go here. Oh. Whatever. You'll go here. Motorcycle infantries. We'll just keep you where you are for the moment. Add some observation. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, regimental HQ. You're perfect. You're fine. So we'll cycle through. And I call down some artillery. Now, as long as this guy stays in place, we can see this guy no matter what, because we got this machine gun team here. I don't think we need to destroy him. This is public enemy number one. This 40mm right here, and if we believe an AT gun is here, which I do, then this hex is as well. At the very least, something's there. So we're going to drop. Yeah, it's just these three. So let's drop half here and half here. 2, 3. This gun should be disposed of next turn if everything goes right. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Okay, let's air raids. Do we want air raids? Air raids would be nice to pick off these armor units, but I'm not sure that our 88s won't be able to handle that job, so... Time check. Wow, so this is the longest first turn ever, but this did require the most setup. Really, there's just stuff everywhere, so... The plan's pretty complex, so... Let's give the enemy its turn. Wow, look at all this information that we got. It's a 5 firepower attack. 1. This is an 8 firepower. It's about to... Oh, we don't care about that. Or that. This one, 8. It's another 8. Good, one more 8 firepower attack. Nice. Oh, is it a tank shooting us? This is 9, so this is a 6 firepower attack. Good. These are almost worthless. 7 firepower, which we survived, and the HQ. Ooh, what was that? Big gun. Ran off. Dang. Huh. We'll have to ID that. Good. Start reducing these positions. Yes! Yes! Disrupt. One more. What's the oops? What's the time? 45. Yeah, we're gonna do one more turn. First thing we want to do is move here. Shoot the heck out of this guy. Again. Bye. That's 12 points. We're already positive 27 in terms of casualties. Would have been 30 if we had managed to take that hit. And before I forget, little pause while I ID this guy. Yo, I'm back. So this is a 3.7-inch anti-aircraft gun. And like that other thing we ran into, was it this, the 3-incher? In the road to Maidstone scenario? It is pretty darn good. Really, really frankly devastating to soft targets. But if you put an armor unit anywhere along its path, that's closer, then you can bait its shots. The other thing, yeah, fire cost costs 100, so it shoots once and it's done, which means we should be able to get back into that hex, mount our motorcycles, and get the heck out of there. Yeah, we should be able to do that right now. Men died to protect these motorcycles. We spent 3 to protect 4, and the enemy might not have even shot at them, but I wanted to get them out of there. Okay, let's review. Okay, so for some reason I thought more guns would shoot at us. As it is, it's fairly scantily populated in terms of troop strength. We have one machine gun here. That's annoying. We'll find a way to deal with it, but I still am going to commit to this operation, so to speak. They're cruisers, yeah, range 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We'd have to move adjacent. Trying to get these guys under my guns, so honestly, this machine gun is really the only threat. And look, it can hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, we're just out of range, so that's a non-issue. So yeah, we will move. Let's move these 88s forward and commence the, you know what we need to do? If there's any anti-tank guns, we have to bait their shots first. So let's move forward. How did we not see that? Oh, wow. We couldn't see down the road? Is that an elevation change? Oh, it is. Oh, how annoying. Oh, you can't see it here. It's just invisible. Okay, I'm gonna put you on don't shoot. I don't want you going low on ammo. God, that was lucky. Dang. Okay. Let's see if we can bait some shots just by dancing. Nothing. Huh. Yeah, I'm kind of mad at myself because obviously there's a crest line here. But that is seriously invisible. Like, you cannot see it if you're just looking at the road, so I'll give myself a break. Alright, let's test there. Let's put this guy here. Ooh, I think I didn't move the 88s up. Reverse slope defense. Wow, force. Jeez. Alright, come back. Wow, we can't dig them out. Well, I mean, we can, and we will use the only unit we have at our disposal to do that. Is it easier to go into over a hedge open? Paved, unpaved is 17. Hedge open is 20. So we'll save the point. Now that they've soaked all the shots. Shoot this guy. This guy. Ah. Let's move this guy over. These things are half decent with a leader adjacent, so 7 shot. Nothing. Hit him again. It's a 6 shot? No, a 5. Hey, that'll work. Okay, good. You'll stay up here. Let's delay deployment of the 88s by a turn, it looks like. Or not. Let's do it. Ah, just missed. It's alright, next turn. Let's get adjacent, just so that troops don't shoot at our guy. Let the armor units soak that shot. Let's do the same thing here. Okay, it's sort of the same thing here. Let's shoot this guy in the face. Ah. Six action points remaining. 1, 2, 3. Wouldn't be a terrible spot. Yeah, let's go. 1, 2. Load. Yes. Shoot these guys in the face again. There we go. Actually, now we've opened ourselves up to being shot at by him. Dang it. Can't move down in there. 2 SP. We don't have any armor unit assets nearby that can... Oh yeah, we do. Oh, there's a mortar to your front. Take it out. Good. That was the shot I was worried about. Let's hit the engineer. Nah. Should we stay on the mortar? No, let's go for the engineers. Excellent. Okay, Panzer IV-Ds. Honestly, I don't care how you get there. There could be mines right there. Damn. We just moved in, No, you've had observation on them. You were there. Yeah. But what about this hex? Yeah, same thing. Okay, so we're safe to move. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, our guns are detected by rifle fire, from the rifle fire there. Okay, let's move you. Oh my god, why? Oh, should be okay. But we better, 1, 2, 3. Let's just attach a, let's put an infantry with him. Motorcycle platoon. Yeah. Stupid. The mortar? No. Oh, nobody can even see you guys. Alright, that's fine. These are the mortars, the very important smoke units. Units that can smoke. Okay, so all the fun stuff is over. Now the logistics work. Let's start from the flank here. Get you to the road. Get you to the road. Mountain guns. Pass through on their way. Okay. We don't need these trucks here. Let's clean up this mess. This parachute 40. And this parachute 40 are designated to head back. Good. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. These mountain guns need to be put into a position where they can start affecting the battlefield next turn, so that's right here. These here, so they protect our 88s. Where's the other anti-aircraft? Here. Let's move you closer and engage. Yeah. Yep. Disrupted. Okay. Same with you. Okay. You're good where you are. Oh, the disrupted guy. leader. Let's move these trucks out of the way. These trucks out of the way. You'll stay put. And now we need to start positioning our troops for movement across, because at the top of next turn, our 88s and mountain guns will start ripping into the defenders, I suspect. And it'll be the infantry turn to take over. So you'll move here, here. Here. You guys are already there. This machine gun needs to get got so that we can clear these mines. I'll bet you there's another minefield right there. Six. We're going to hold one more turn though, because I want to see what the enemy has in regards to artillery before we do any major movements. Okay, we'll remember that this gun is here, but we don't need to destroy him, so we'll just move here, here. Everyone else can start to move towards the center, calm manner. Okay. Armored cars. Let's center them. Just the ones that can. Okay, let's cycle through. Those are okay for the moment. Again, what we're really looking at here on this turn is what are the British capabilities when it comes to artillery. I think I know they probably have 3 to 4 batteries, which is significant. We want to see where they land, what targets they've decided to prioritize, so we can make a good assessment on what next turn needs to look like. So, for our artillery, we would like 2, 3 here, frankly, and 1 in there. Do we need any smoke? Not yet. In fact, we really want no smoke so that we can clear out these tanks. That's our next priority. Then we can unleash the troops. Guns are down, or at least we think they are. Tanks will go down next turn, and then the troops will be released probably next turn as well. Yeah. Okay, let's give the enemy its turn and see what kind of artillery. Oh, they're going for these guys. That's good. So they're back here somewhere. Battery number 2. Oh, different direction. Looks like 3 different batteries so far. Orders out of this village here. There's another battery. Nice. So at least 4 batteries. Wow, they threw out all their smokes, I'm sure. That was the tank, right? armors rallied. Oof. That gun will shoot. We need to provide that 3-inch AA gun an armored target to shoot at. My mortars did that. I'm glad they did. Engineers moved out. Troops moved up. Great. Car stuck and circled. Yep, it's isolated, I should say. Not good. One of them was disrupted. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, I am gonna, just because I won hour 6, I'm gonna play the top of this turn. Just because I'm animated to do so. And frankly, the most annoying thing is this Mark 6 that came in here. I'm gonna move here and shoot him up the grid. Disrupted. Good. Let's move you out of the smoke. Yep. Oh! Oh no! Okay, it was only a 3F. But still. Oh man. Okay, let her rip. Wow, really? Oh my god. Wow, nice hits, guys. Is there a leader down there? I believe that there is. I thought I saw it there. Okay, we've got an opportunity here. We've got an opportunity, but we need to disrupt this guy first. Ah, work. Damn. Let's push this guy out. Yeah. God, I can't move. Yep, there's a leader. Okay. So we need to move you up here. Shoot this engineer that's not disrupted. Bye. Boy, we're really stretched thin over here. Okay, you. Well, first let's do the most. Let's not get too sidetracked in cleaning up these units. We need to destroy these armor units that are directly to our front here. Okay, you. Hit you first. Okay, hit you. Let's go back to this guy. Dang. Okay, this gun is in a precarious position. This gun is not, though. What can you see? And you want to target soft targets. Ugh, we don't have any in range. The mortar. Huh. It's the mortar. How did I screw this one up so bad? This guy needs to be moved. 1. Yeah, jeez. Alright, let's hit this one turn for 1 turn. Okay. Oh, that was worth it. ESP losses to the enemy. Okay, great. But okay, this 3-inch gun needs to be provided an armored target that it can shoot at. And it'll, oh god, really, the headquarters? God, it's gonna have to be you. All these mines everywhere. Oh, no. We had, this is where the motorcycles were, so this should work. And it really, frankly, is a priority. So now he will bait the shots from this terrifying thing. Okay, and this engineer unit. Wow, that was really dumb of me. God, that guy could have knocked out. Jeez, stupid Ryan. Oh my god. Alright, well, that's why I need to take a break. So, yes, move here. Yes, shoot the engineers. God, and it had a leader, too. God, I was incredibly lucky. What a dummy. Now we're going to abuse this leader. Send him here. Run these units. So, good start. Good start indeed. Almost up to 100 just in casualties. We're not done yet either. Bet you this is mined here as well. These guys didn't rally. That's too bad. Alright, let's use you. Goodbye. Okay. Okay. Yep. So we come over here. Shoot him. Yes. Okay, feeling better now. Feeling much better. And we will destroy this leader now as well. A little bit of a risk here, but over here. Over here. Assault. Lovely. Great start, really. Just a great start. We've really crushed a lot of British preliminary units. We're still missing, I think there's an AT gun in here, or maybe this was just the tank shooting the whole time. Anyway, after next turn, our 88s can focus on soft targets or relocate, because we've broken the armored back of the enemy. The reverse slope defense has been crushed, and their 40 millimeters have been removed here and here fairly simply. We've also identified and properly baited this 3-inch AA gun. We'll get a better target. We'll come have a 3F relieve this 4D in the future, but there's not much left of this turn but to do some of the logistic work, which we're not going to do right now since this video is already too long. So thank you for watching this. All the best from the good captain, and bye-bye.